Schumer with a game-winning home run.
That is amazing.
It's Players Weekend, everybody, and here in Arizona is where the Mariners will be for the next 3 days, taking on the leading club in the National League West. We welcome you to Mariner Baseball. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew, inside Chase Field and outside here in Phoenix, 101 degrees. AC comfort inside. Let's take a look at the lineups for tonight. Mitch Haniger will lead things off.
Mariners starting lineup brought to you by Jack in the Box. And yes, some nicknames. The players having a lot of fun. Mitch Haniger will lead things off. 20 home runs on the year for Mitch Haniger. Hitting third, you can see it'll be Gene Segura. D-Span, the cleanup hitter. Again, no DH, so no Nelson Cruz. Span will be the DH. And cleanup hitter Erasmo Ramirez will round out the 9 for the Mariners. Zach Godley on the year. 26 appearances, 25 starts for him. 142 innings, has 150 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .259 against him.
Big young man out of the University of Tennessee, 4th year in the big leagues, and we are underway. First pitch strike to Mitch Haniger. Home plate umpire, the veteran Ed Hickox. Gabe Morales first, Jeremy Rehack at second, and Jerry Meals, the crew chief, at third. And Mitch Haniger, who came up with this Diamondbacks organization, gets the Mariners offense going here.
Take a look at the defense for the Diamondbacks. They are first in fielding percentage, so a very good defensive club. A.J. Pollock in center field. Ketel Marte, the former Mariner shortstop, will be at second base. Alex Avila, the veteran, will do the catching. For Godley, his average fastball at 90 miles an hour. Cutter, curveball, and a changeup. His curveball, his best pitch. Opponent's hitting just 194 against his curveball. Look for the Mariners to be aggressive on the fastball early in counts.
Here is first baseman Robinson Cano. And he goes first pitch swinging. Peralta right there. One away. Did you ever play in this building? Probably just missed, right?
Yeah.
Shortstop, number 2.
Celebrating the 20th anniversary. Club in a dispute with the county. Good chance they're going to be moving over Scottsdale, Salt River Fields area, Indian Reservation. And the casinos. They'll build him a brand new ballpark over there. Gene Segura, wonderful year he's having.
Another former Diamondback, an all-star for the Mariners this year.
Talking to Scott Service about that in his media session. We're talking about the trade, Gene and Mitch coming over here for Ketel Marte and Taijuan Walker. He said a good trade for both teams, especially when Taijuan Walker comes back. Tommy John surgery KO'd his season. Ketel Marte playing well for the D-backs. A punch shot. Second baseman going back, makes the play. Ketel Marte. So he likes playing second base. A lot easier than shortstop, but he's getting action in both spots. 2 down.
Left fielder, number 4, Denard Span.
Scott Service saying before the game that Nelson Cruz will not start in the outfield at all. He just hasn't done it this year and doesn't want to take the chance of putting him out there, but he will pinch hit. So hopefully we will see him at least a couple of times in this series. But in the meantime, Denard Span will be the cleanup hitter.
You have the platform to rant about not being able to use DHs.
Who?
I mean, come on.
Well, who is, especially for the Mariners, with Nelson out of the lineup, it changes everything for them. Obviously with his production, but also what he does to the lineup as far as the length of the lineup. The other team having to pay attention to him. I guess if there's a good news, though, is that Scott Service will be able to use him sometime between the 7th and the 9th inning when he chooses, and can put him in a situation to where hopefully he can win a ball game for him. But it's disappointing not having him in the lineup.
And it's one thing if it was just this series. The next stop is San Diego. Two more National League games.
Yep.
That's a taking 265, 31 homers, 79 runs out of the lineup. 1-1 to Denard.
Mariners have struggled against the National League this year, just 4-9.
Three defenders right side of the infield, and here's a slicing drive, left center field, long run, a heck of a catch, snow cone catch, A.J. Pollock. That'll do it. for the Mariners as this man gave it a good ride. Erasmo Ramirez taking him out when we come back. Erasmo Ramirez on the mound for the Mariners. It'll be his 5th start of the season. Take a look at the batting order for the D-backs.
Top part of the Diamondbacks line can be a problem. A.J. Pollock will lead things off. 16 home runs on the year for him. David Peralta, he has been a hot hitter in the month of August, hitting .426 with 9 home runs. And Paul Goldschmidt, the cleanup hitter, 29 home runs on the year. For Erasmo Ramirez, be his 5th start on the year, just 19 2/3, just 12 strikeouts over 5 walks. 4 of those walks in his last outing. Opponents hitting .273 against him.
First pitch strike from Erasmo, his 3rd appearance against Arizona as a starter with the Mariners back in 2012, no decision. Out of the pen with Tampa Bay in 2016, no decision.
Fastball, cutter, changeup for him primarily. He will mix in a slider and an occasional curveball. His best pitch is his changeup. Opponent's hitting 150 against his changeup. To get to the changeup, he will have to command his fastball. His 2-seam fastball been a little bit better than his 4-seamer lately.
Nickname on his shirt, Mito, meaning little guy, among other things. But he's going with that. Mariners taking on Arizona, first time since the 2015 season. D-backs swept the Mariners at Safeco. Last time the Mariners were here, 2012. And the Diamondbacks took 2 out of 3. The 1-2 here to Pollock.
The Diamondbacks offensively this year have pretty much been in the middle of the pack. They are 7th in runs scored. They played well this year, being in first place in the National League. Very good pitching and defense.
Down low. Mariners have 1 more win than Arizona. Arizona leads the division, the National League West, by a game over Colorado. Meanwhile, the Mariners, as you know, 5.5 back of Houston. Scott Service hoping that his starting pitching start coming around here as we get ready to move into the month of September. Down the line, foul ball.
For Scott, he's aware, and the players certainly are too, how important this series is. Again, they have 3 here in Arizona through the weekend. They'll have a day off, a couple of games in San Diego, and then they will go back into Oakland for 4.
And scoreboard watching all the while.
I'd like to improve your situation going into that series.
Oh, it's critical, no doubt about it. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Pollock. One-time Diamondback Gene Segura played here in 2016 and led the National League in hits that year. 1 out.
Take a look at the rest of the defense. Cameron Maben will get the start in center field. On the homestand, it was Mitch Haniger in center, but Maben getting the start in center. Haniger will move over to right field. Where's Robinson Cano? Well, he's at first base. Mike Sanino will do the catching.
Brings up former Twin Eduardo Escobar. Came over on July 27th. 3 minor leaguers. Switch hitter. And D. Gordon on a dive. Stays with it, and he makes the play. You see that? I know exactly what you're talking about. You don't want to roll that wrist.
That's exactly what I was saying. Great effort to get to it. The ball is hooking away from him. Full extension, and then right there, it kind of rolls over on his wrist and his shoulder. He'll take a base hit away from Escobar.
How many times have you done that?
Too many, and I know even at the moment you may not feel it right now, but as the game moves on, it'll start to get sore. Maybe feel it tomorrow.
Great year ahead by this guy right here, David Peralta. 25 homers, 70 runs batted in. As we take a look at our StatCast AI powered by AWS. D stays out there in short right field.
Peralta hitting .306 with the 25 home runs. Mentioned his numbers in August. He's been as hot as anybody. .426 batting average, 9 home runs, 9 of the 25 in the month of August.
And oh man, his numbers are just screaming off the chart here. Boy, nice little shimmy move there by Erasmo not to get drilled. We already had Nick Vincent and Paxton out with having been hit by line drives. No score. We go to the second. Arizona. Tell you about the Zach Brown Band. Fans stop on as they're stopping the Rabbit Hole Tour. The live tour that's coming up. Zach Brown Band's going to be coming to Safeco Field Friday, August 31st with One Republic and Caroline Jones. So grab your seats to see the Zach Brown Band at Ticketmaster.com. Here we go in the second. Seager, Maben, and Zunino. Kyle pinch hit a couple of days ago. 1-0 for 1. What have you been seeing with him lately? Besides that he's had a tough month.
It's been one of those things this year with Kyle that he just hasn't been able to get on a pretty good roll. And typically, when you look at his career, he'll have a month, maybe two, where he basically carries the club. And he's shown signs from time to time. Talked a lot about the hitch that he had earlier in the year. He ended up getting rid of that, and all of a sudden he started turning on the ball with authority. And it's something that was interesting that Scott Service had been talking about before we left on the road trip, and that was for Kyle. Getting fastballs to handle, but unfortunately fouling a lot of them back or popping up like this one is. Like a changeup. but you have to move it forward. Otherwise, at this level, the pitchers will go to work on you. So he's made it a little more difficult on himself because he's just missing some fastballs and gone back to the swing that he had most of last year. And it really was working well for him for a period of time. But as you mentioned, lately, it's been a struggle.
Love to see him finish with a flourish because it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, they need him.
No doubt about it. Hitting just $195 in August. There's Cameron Maben. Be his 17th game as a Mariner.
Both starters efficient in the first inning. For Godley, just 8 pitches. Ramirez threw 10.
He hung that one and maybe fouls it off.
Breaking ball in the middle of the plate. Bell tie.
Dr. Mike Butcher, pitching coach, a longtime pitching coach with the Angels, now with the Diamondbacks. There's Mike in the middle with the beard and the glasses. And loved how Godley's always in attack mode. And the first thing he said was, what do I think of him? He's an absolute bulldog. And he's pitched well for this ball club. 13 wins. He does have a big ERA, but give him the ball every 5 days.
Well, his average fastball's at 90 miles an hour, and he can lose command of it and get too much of the plate, and that's what will hurt him. You don't want to have to deal with his curveball.
Is that one of the better ones in the league?
Yeah, he has one of the better curveballs in the league, and he basically survives on that curveball.
2-2 to Maben, straight up in the infield, outfield tilted just a little bit to the right. Off the hands. Oh, nice catch. One hand grabbing that Arizona dugout.
One of the things the Mariners may take advantage of, just watching him out there right now as the game moves on, maybe try to bunt the ball down the third baseline. He likes to fall off the mound towards the first base side.
Maben down on strikes.
This will be out of the strike zone. There's the breaking ball, 12-6 breaking ball.
It's amazing, you know, when you see a guy like that, you get a scouting report, you see a guy live for the first time falling off to the mound like that, and you'd think that'd be an opportunity to challenge him.
I think that'll happen a lot of times, though. For the hitters, the first time through the lineup, they want to get a look and swing the bat and get into the flow of the game. That's why I thought maybe the next time through you'll start to see that a little bit more. The one exception in the lineup will be D. Gordon. He will bunt at any moment.
Right.
So if he picks it up right away, he may try it. His first time up, he has not hit yet. D is hitting 8th in the lineup.
Yeah, he's on deck. Fly ball right field, easy play. Steven Sousa Jr. Mariners go quickly in the second. No score in Phoenix. to you by Safeco Insurance. Find a local agent at safeco.com. Do more. By Amtrak Cascades. What a beautiful way to travel. Visit amtrakcascades.com. And by Operation Finale. Discover the true story of the hunt for Hitler's deadliest lieutenant in theaters August 29th. Little look at some monsoon action down here in Arizona. We landed last night after the aftermath of a big storm, plus a lot of flooding. Paul Goldschmidt, the hitter. Man, they know as Goldie down here in Arizona. Man, oh man, has he got hot after a brutal month of May. I was talking to him before the game. They had a $144 in May with 3 homers and 8 RBIs. And got off to a decent start in April. And all of a sudden, soft contact, nothing was working. He didn't panic, but he was concerned. And then he comes out of the box. He wins Player of the Week and then Player of the Month. Junie at 364. And said, I have no real explanation for it. Erasmo does a great job to get him on a breaking ball.
Well, you saw the numbers on the fastball this year. He's hitting .330 with 20 home runs, and Ramirez able to go with a couple of off-speed pitches down out of the strike zone. He wants to be aggressive on the fastball. That's the changeup for Ramirez. That's his best pitch.
Nothing like having 2 guys in your lineup just absolutely mashing like these guys have.
They're hitting 3rd and 4th in the lineup. Peralta grounded out his first time up, so those 2 will be critical in this series against the Mariners.
From Shoreline High at Cascade, Shoreline, Washington at Cascade High School. Here's Steven Souza Jr. D-backs 11 and 7 in the month of August. What do you like in that battle? We've seen the Dodgers. And we've seen Colorado. I don't have to see Colorado for a while after that 5 out of 6 they took from the Mariners.
Yeah, the Rockies were really impressive to watch them play and the things that they were able to do. And you know, you're right. The Mariners have struggled against the National League, but I think for myself, I would have to lean towards Arizona. And the reason why is they're the best fielding team. The strikeout. They're the best fielding team. And they're 2nd in ERA. I like their bullpen, especially some of the additions to get through the 7th inning for them. Torey Lovello, the manager for their club. And now that you have those 2 guys in the middle as hot as they are, offensively they're going to be in pretty good shape. And I like Pollock leading things off, 16 home runs.
Well, Torey, I was talking to him before the game, and he said, hey, one thing you're going to see about our club, we play hard. Fundamentally, we do a lot of things right. We're going to catch the ball. And they know that they're in a heck of a battle coming down. Stretch will be interesting to take a look at their schedule moving forward. Tel Marte, 249, 10 homers and 45 runs batted in. So he has Pike on his jersey. Pronounced Pique in Spanish.
Players having a lot of fun with the weekend. Major League Baseball. It's good to see.
Different color combinations. Wear your own kind of shoes. I saw all kinds of different bats in the clubhouse, talking to Zunino and Seager and those guys. Romine, they were shipped some bats. Now, like when you always talk about taking some paint, throwing it up against the wall, get the big splatter. Well, these bats had splatter all over. So you can't use that. It looks good. Gonna mark up the ball, for crying out loud. Couple of strikeouts and now 3-1 to Marte. Tell a 221 hitter, left-handed, 300 right-handed, and he's aboard. First walk after the first 2 strikeouts in this game for Erasmo Ramirez. Nelson Cruz, Gene Segura, the Mariners. They're going to welcome Giancarlo Stanton and the Yankees to Seattle. Big weekend set beginning Friday, September 7th, and it's bound to be one of the most exciting series of the summer. Get your seats before they're gone at mariners.com. Mariner fans in attendance here.
Marte with just 4 stolen bases on the year.
And Ahmed, the shortstop.
.240 average, but 16 home runs on the year.
Tied for third on the club with Pollock. Got to be careful here in the 7th spot. One and one.
Good two-seam fastball on the outside corner.
Diamondbacks won their last 3 ball games. Feeling pretty good. They beat the Angels 5-4 and 5-1. They went 5-4 in a road trip. Cincinnati, Texas, and San Diego. Look out.
Mentioned that the Diamondbacks are first in fielding percentage, and a big part of that is Ahmed. Very good defensive shortstop, just 6 errors on the year. Consistent player.
It always takes a lot of time when somebody's on. All 2 strikes. That's going to drop in. Span will get to it. So runners at the corners here. Turn our attention to pitching in the month of August has not been particularly kindly to the Mariners.
Well, you can see the high ERA, over 5. Opponents average .282. Strikeouts per 9 innings down. Then the extra base hits, that one really hurts.
And yet, having said all of that, still very much in contention. Got to get going, got to pick it up a little bit more. 2 outs, 2 on, Alex Avila.
Situation where for Ramirez, you can be careful here. You know, the pitcher waiting on deck.
Bounce foul.
Fastball in on his hands.
Alex, you've seen him over the years with Detroit. With the White Sox, back to Detroit now out here in Arizona. This will be his 67th game. He's hitting 171. Remember last year talking to his dad, Al, about trading him to the White Sox. And how was that? He said, no, it was my mother. His grandmother was the one that was hacked off the family that I traded him.
Tough business at times. Good changeup from Ramirez on the outside corner.
He's got all that stuff on the bat. That's the kind of stuff we were talking about earlier. It's like a bunch of paint balloons and threw it at a bat. 0-2. Runner goes. Strike 3 called, inning over. Good pitch by Ramirez, gets out of trouble. A couple of men left on board. No score in Arizona. Well, so far in the first couple of innings, we've seen some nice defensive plays. How about D. Gordon? That was a lovely play, an all-out effort. You see how he cleared his wrist there? That was good. And then how about a Roswell? Big strikeout against Goldschmidt, one of the hottest hitters on the planet.
3 strikeouts in the second inning for him. So far, pretty good command of the strike zone, and diving catch for D. Gordon. Chance to lead this inning off, hitting 8th in the lineup tonight.
Well, we're talking about starter Godley falling off towards first base. D, as you know, can and will bunt. Goldschmidt and Escobar well aware, cheating way in. Almost look like they're at softball dimensions. Swings away, drives it a long way. Deep right center field. Got some carry, bounces off the fence. D. Gordon, stutter step. Now he's caught in between. Can he get back safely? He does. Wow, that was exciting. That was exciting. He was thinking triple.
Well, I like the way that he was thinking. You mentioned the corners were really playing in on him. So first pitch fastball. Don't worry about the bunt. He's just going to barrel up a heater that's belt high. Hits it off the fence. Thought about going to third. A strong arm from Souza in right field. He puts on the brakes. Hustles back into second.
Souza played it very nicely off the wall. And he did the stutter step.
Well,
there.
he wasn't going to go for it, but then he saw the throw was going to be over the cutoff man, and he wasn't sure if it was going to be on line. Once he saw it was on line is when he went back. See if Ramirez can get a bunt down.
Goldschmidt way in at first. Takes for ball 1. So about three different speed changes from D. That was fun, man. Can he get the bunt down? Stabbed at it and missed.
In most cases with D. Gordon at second base, you would tell the hitter just to try to put it in play. Don't worry about bunting it down either line. But in this situation, he's going to have to get it to the left side of the infield because Goldschmidt is right on top of him. See Ahmed, the shortstop, trying to keep D. Gordon close to second.
Outfield pulled up close. That pitch outside. Didn't we talk about one time it might have been one of the other interleague series? Let him bunt it. You know, some guys
Most managers will say that too. They're going to give you an out, take the out.
Goldie's all over.
Doesn't look real comfortable.
No, not at all.
It's one thing to practice and batting practice, and they have done that. They've been working on it. Try to get the bunts down, maybe even a little bit of hit and run. But once you get out there and you see somebody throwing 90 plus, possibility of a breaking ball makes it tough. Eyes just not trained for it.
Goldschmidt still up close. Third baseman Escobar stand back at the cut. He took a hack at it.
And I can tell you as a pitcher, good pitch right here, right on the outside corner. It's disappointing because you know you had an opportunity to help yourself. But again, you can practice it all you want, but without the game reps, it makes it really difficult. Scott Service, of course, realizes that.
2 o'clock, nobody in the ballpark, just your friends. You're having a few giggles. Hey, get the bunt down.
And the coach is throwing them in there. You know,
it's different.
Yeah, it's different.
Top of the order. Mitch Haniger. Second pitch of the ball game, single to left. Back in his old stomping grounds, broke in with Arizona.
So I'm talking to a lot of the Diamondbacks in between batting practice.
D.
Gordon takes up and throws it away.
And he's going to score. Boy, nothing like speed, huh? Nothing like speed. Doesn't take a vacay. He's got him stirred up already. Yeah, somebody said, wow, that is so true.
Let's take a look at this play. The anticipation of D. Gordon, secondary lead, holding it right there.
Oh boy, he threw a grenade over there. He never got a grip on that.
It was panic.
Yeah.
He was really shocked by it. I think D was watching a Billy the catcher, and when he's just lobbed it back to the mound, he decided to go. There was some anticipation in that, so he's been paying attention. But I think for Godley, the pitcher, I think it just surprised him.
And I'll bet.
But a run on the board for the Mariners.
I'll bet almost anything he hasn't had something like that happen to him, maybe ever, and maybe no more than once.
I would say that you're probably right about that. Just don't expect it.
And mainly because the speed game is not what it used to be back in the day.
And Mitch has been a hot hitter. July 31st, 352.
A lot to like with him in the leadoff spot. 1-2. It was interesting scat service. I've heard him say this a bunch of times. He said Mitch has such a unique approach to hitting, and he's a good athlete. He knows his body. He knows the parts. He knows all the moving parts. He says, I just stay out of his way.
Sometimes that is really good coaching. Let them do their thing.
There you go. Base hit.
On the breaking ball.
So 2 for 2 back here in Arizona, back in Phoenix.
First baseman, Robinson, 10-0.
When they have those, like this is the first game of the series, you have your offensive meeting, the hitters meeting, pitchers. How close attention are you paying in those meetings? How much do you take out? How much do you put to use?
I think that they probably pay more attention to this meeting today. One, obviously because of the time of the year, but two, they just haven't seen the Diamondbacks. So you're trying to get information. When you're playing in the West, you know everybody. So when you have that meeting and it's going to be the 16th time,
you're going la da 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 da
yeah,
da.
That's kind of the way it goes. But something like this right now,
everybody's on the leaning forward.
You're looking for an edge, any edge that you can get.
Yep. Robbie Cano, first pitch swinging, his initial at bat flied out to left. He's at first base today. Hit hard. Right field, and Henniger is going to ease his way to third. Robbie will shut it down at first, and the Mariners a first and third situation, a 1-0 lead, and looking to build on it.
And for Robbie, he's been aggressive tonight. Lined out to left field his first time up on the first pitch. Looked like a changeup. It stayed right in the middle of the plate for him, and he hits it hard. Another good defensive play by Souza in right field. He's able to cut this off before it gets to the wall and gets it back in quickly. Strong throwing arm to hold him to a single. Mike Butcher, pitching coach, out at the mound. Gene Segura waiting. Gene popped out to second base his first time up. A great opportunity for the Mariners with just the one out.
Tremendous.
Godley, 13 wins this year. That's a career high for him. His ERA almost at 4.5. Seems that he either really has it working or it's not working early in the game. He'll give up some runs. In his last outing, he really struggled, giving up 6 earned runs.
Here's Gene Segura, leads the league in singles with 114. Fifth in batting at 315. Actually tied for fourth starting today. Inside, ball 1. Gene popped out to the second baseman, Marte.
There's no way of knowing it, Dave, but since that play by D. Gordon, back-to-back base hits, the ball's hit hard by Robbie.
That's going to find a way through the hole. It does. 2-0 Mariners. Cano will hold at second. Gene, the hit machine, picks up an RBI. It's 58. 2-0 Seattle. And again, he's almost indefensible. When he's going to get it, he's going to hit it, line to line.
That's exactly right. You can see Marte, the second baseman who has some range, was playing up the middle. 3 hits in a row for the Mariners.
There's Denard Span. Pollock made a heck of a catch on him. Shading towards right center. He had to go to left center to run it down. First pitch swing, fouls it off.
Mariners offensively are being really aggressive.
Sort of like what we saw the other day. Marco Gonzalez was victimized by that by Houston the other day. They were going up there. Everybody was seeing the ball well. It seems like the boys are seeing it pretty well here against Godley. One out, runners at first and second. Shortstop shading up the middle. It's Nick Ahmed. Outfield pretty much straight away for Span. Nice stop by Avila. 2 balls, 1 strike. Advantage Denard Span. Good opportunity here for the fellas. Of course, dictating the time of
as
the
he always
at-bat.
does.
Absolutely. Mariners 12th in the major leagues, runners in scoring position, batting average. Pitch outside. Mariners at 255. Martinez open for a big knock right here. Arizona right with the Mariners at that 255 number. 20th pitch of the inning. Three and two.
Span is a real change of pace for the Mariners. They're being aggressive tonight, and another patient at bat for him. Kyle Seager waiting on deck.
Average speed at second. Segura's got a little bit more giddy up to his gallop. Got fouled off. Just joining us, D. Gordon. First pitch, opening up this inning, doubles off the wall, right center field. Ramirez can't get the bunt down. And D steals third, and much to the surprise of Godley, the pitcher throws it away and he scores. Haniger single, Cano single, Segura RBI single. 3-2 here to Span. Hit it down the line. Here comes Cano. He's going to score. Gene digging for third. He's getting a stop sign. RBI double, but Denard Span, and the Mariners have a 3-0 lead here at Arizona. For Denard, 53rd run batted in, his 19th double. Right down the line.
And for the Mariners, 5 hits in the inning, 4 in a row, and this is right down the line. Gets it past Goldschmidt, the first baseman, an easy double. 3rd run that's going to score in the inning.
No sense stopping now. Here's Kyle Seager. Popped out to short. Catch the fever, Kyle.
Infield is in.
.376 to the alley and right center. Same number left center. .407 straight away here at Chase Field. And the roof open until about, what, hour and a half, 2 hours before game time. Good setup for Kyle. Second and third, 1 out. That's hit high, shallow. Souza got the big arm. And here comes Segura. Here's the throw to the plate. He beat the throw. Gene Segura scores to make it 4-0 Mariners. Sac fly for Kyle Seager, his 68th run batted in. Terrific inning here for the Mariners in the 3rd.
Mentioned it with Souza. He's already made a couple of terrific plays in the game. Was able to get behind this fly ball. Second bounce takes a lot of the steam off of, and Segura able to beat it to home. Camara Supermo in the slide by Gene.
Riek's second of RBI plate appearances here. Segura, Span, and Seager. Now here's Maven. Struck out on it. Pitched down and away from him first time. Cameron, being from North Carolina, being a big North Carolina Tar Heel basketball fan, of course, he's got his bat Carolina colors. Shad McCants, his cousin, star player at UNC, played in the NBA for a while. Behind 0-2. There's the 0-2 pitch. Boy, Godley fell way off on that one. So a good inning here. Now Maven looking for a clutch 2-strike RBI. Keep this third inning alive. He is the 8th man to the plate. Two and two. Straight up in the infield. Long look here by Godley from the first base side of the rubber. 2-2. Did he go? He did. It's his first base umpire. Gabe Morales. Good inning for the Mariners. 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 1 man left. Mariners with the lead at 4-zip. Hey, one of the greatest players in the history of baseball is now in Funko collectible form. Join us Saturday, September 29th. Ken Griffey Jr. Collectible night. Ken Griffey Jr. Pop. How about that? First 20,000 fans take home this must-have giveaway of the kid. For tickets, visit Mariners.com. Getting late, Junior. We haven't seen you this year. What's up with that?
Hopefully we'll see him soon.
Here's Zach Godley. 068 on the season. 3 for 44. Pitcher leading off.
Thought it was interesting in the bottom of the second inning. A couple of strikeouts for Ramirez, then a walk and a base hit. So first and third, 2 out. You have Avila, the catcher, hitting with the pitcher waiting on deck. Scott Service decided to go after Avila. And it was really just some tremendous pitching by Ramirez, locating some pitches on the edges of the plate to get the strikeout. Now you have the pitcher leading off here in the third, which every manager would like to see. So it worked out well for him.
And another strikeout for Ramirez. Back-to-back strikeouts at 4 for the ball game. He's struck out 4 of the last 6 that he's faced. Top of the order. Bring up A.J. Pollock, who grounded out to short. So Erasmo, a couple of stints on the DL. Good to have him back in the rotation.
I was curious to see where his command was going to be at tonight. In his last outing, he had 4 walks, which was really unlike him at all, but was really trying to pitch off the edges of the plate. They want him to be a little more aggressive, and we've seen that early in counts so that he can get to his changeup. Typically, hitters will chase it out of the zone, but you have to work ahead. Didn't miss by much with that fastball. He's using his 2-seamer tonight.
Off the end of the bat, right to D. Gordon. Goes out Pollock. So 2 away. In Arizona third. Going to the game, well, it's a quick and easy trip on the Sounder train. A Link Light Rail and ST Express buses. Plan your trip at soundtransit.org. Eduardo Escobar. A hooking soft liner to D. Gordon.
Yeah, he was robbed of a base hit by D. Traded over from the Twins for the first pitch strike for Ramirez. Speaking of the Twins, Oakland playing at Minnesota tonight. Russell missing with the breaking ball down out of the strike zone.
Oakland 2-1 lead at Minnesota, top of the 8th. Two and 1 to Escobar. Nobody on, 2 outs. Hanging there for a long time. Maben cruising under it. Good inning for Erasmo Ramirez. 3 up, 3 down to the 4th. The Mariners lead 4-0. The telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Good look at Buckskin Gulch here in Arizona. Mike Zunino leads it off here for the Mariners. What a third inning. 8 men to the plate, 4 runs on 5 hits. There was an error committed by the D-backs. A lot of good Mariner hitting. Zunino flied out to right in his first at bat. Had fun time talking to Mike today. I said, man, that was maybe the maddest I've ever seen you the other day. You got called out on a pitch. Then the first pitch, you got a guy struck out, and he's about to throw the ball back to the pitcher, and his arm and his whole shoulder just sank. He turned around and gave the umpire what for, even raised a finger. I said, the fact that you didn't get run told me, and I think everybody, that umpire knew he blew that one call. But boy, that was something else, man. He was burning. Couldn't hold up there. Time now for T-Mobile's Built for Baseball. And D. Gordon has impacted this ball game. So we're thinking bunt. He goes doggone, hit it out of the yard.
First pitch, fastball in the middle of the plate. It's right in the middle of the fence. Good speed. Not about a triple. He's going to put pressure on the defense. And then how about this play right here? Times it perfectly right back to Godley. And he just throws it away. Part of the scouting report, Dave, you were mentioning it. Now, I'll be interested to hear what D says after the game. But when you look at Godley, one of the things in the scouting report that I heard today is that with runners at first base, he's thrown over just one time.
John Lesteritis.
And you look at that throw that he tried to make to third.
It was a shot put in the Olympics on for a couple of years.
And I almost wonder if that information was given to D, and I'm sure it was, and he decided to take advantage of it right there just to put the pressure on him and see what he was going to do. Tried to bunt right there. Ball up and in on him. But it's a smart heads-up play and using his speed, putting the pressure on somebody that has struggled.
And at the corners. Devaris Gordon. That's why he has Devaris on the back. It's his full name, Devaris. Back at the corners now on a 1-2 pitch. It's so nice to see the speed element that he brings to this ball club. Makes it happen defensively and offensively. 1 out, nobody on. Weak wave there, he's gone. Strikeout number 5 for Godley. Struck out the last 3 that he's faced.
And that will bring up Ramirez, who struck out his first time up. Not able to get the bunt down and eventually ended up striking out swinging.
That really is a good piece of information. He's only thrown over 1 time. That is extraordinary.
All those little edges that you can get in the meetings from the scouts and everybody delivering the information, and there's all different types of information in this game. Just want to be prepared and take advantage of it.
It's an understatement to say the young man's uncomfortable at the plate. And you see what? How many pitches in anger does he see during the course of a year? Not many. As some managers will tell you, go up there, swing 3 times, just get out of there, don't hurt yourself. 4-0 Mariners. Rays are relentless. A 5-1 lead. My goodness. Top two, Houston and the Angels. No score in Anaheim. Here's David Peralta. Strike one from Erasmo Ramirez. Peralta first time up, grounded out the short. Peralta, Goldschmidt, and Souza. 3, 4, and 5 here in the fourth inning. T. Gordon out in short right field. And let's see, can he get that one? He does. Quick release, and he did him out. Good speed by Peralta for the base hit.
See how deep he is into the outfield. Goes into the slide to stop his momentum and get turned around. Pretty good fastball to first base. But Peralta does so many things well, including running down the line. He just beats it. Primero Supermo again. Pop-up slide from D. Gordon. Gets rid of it quickly. Clearly he beats it by a step.
Be careful here, Paul Goldschmidt. Struck out on 3 pitches.
In his first at bat, he did not pick up the changeup well at all from Ramirez. Ramirez with a good two-seam fastball tonight. His command of it has been excellent so far, but his changeup has been a plus pitch for him.
Segura to Gordon. There's one, and they get the double play. Nicely turned.
Torre Lovello going to hold things up for a minute. He thought that there was maybe something wrong with the exchange and the timing at second base. Goldschmidt also runs well, so Segura getting rid of it quickly. I don't think there was any problem there.
6-4-3 twin killing. 2 down here in the fourth brings up Souza. Struck out. 3 pitches first time up. So Ramirez pitching with confidence and a 4-0 lead. Erasmo 11 out of 13 first pitch strikes.
Thought that was going to be one of the big keys in this game so that he could get to his changeup, and that has been the case so far tonight.
He's got Souza 0-2 again.
There are a couple of keys to a quality changeup, and it's one of the things that you and I have talked about a lot over the years, Dave, and that is your arm speed to really sell the pitch so that they can't see the difference between the fastball and the changeup. But the other part of it is you want to start the changeup on the plate. So as a hitter, he sees it as a strike, and then the bottom will fall out of it and have it below the zone. And that's something that Ramirez has been able to repeat. That's a breaking ball.
Just missed. Seager with a leap into the air. Span will dig it out of the corner. Souza with a 2-out double. His 13th double of the season. Young man from Shoreline.
And this is going to be a mistake by Ramirez. A breaking ball leaves in the middle of the plate. Kyle trying to get the line drive, but it is past him. So Souza, who's having a really good night defensively, playing a little bit of offense here with this double. Ramirez wanted that pitch off the plate away to get him to chase it. Ended up middle away.
2-out runner at second for Ketel Marte. Walked in a 3-1 pitch in the second. Left stranded there. When Ramirez ended the inning, striking out Avila looking. A couple of men aboard. This might be trouble. Nope. Span runs it down. Runner stranded in the fourth. Mariners lead it 4-0. Beautiful thing. Time now for Lowe's whole team together. How about the home runs this season? There's your home run parade. Nelson Cruz at top with Ryan Healy, Kyle Seager, and Mitch Haniger. 4 big league teams with 4+ players, 20 or more home runs. Third time up. It's been quite a night for Haniger. Back here in Arizona, where his big league career began. He's 2 for 2. Single to left, single to center, and a run scored. There's the drive deep to left, and that's that coming back. A 3 for 3 night for Mitch Haniger. Oh, baby, did he lean on that one. His 21st home run, 82nd RBI, and the Mariners lead it 5-0 here in Arizona.
Well, we're just showing the Mariners home run leaders. And Mitch Haniger with 20 home runs, now 21 home runs on the year. There you go, fastball, 87 miles an hour, middle of the plate. A 3 for 3 night for Mitch Haniger. He has really played well since being moved up into that leadoff spot.
Impressive.
I'll bring up Robbie. Robbie with a base hit his last time. He's hit the ball hard twice.
Off the fist, popped it up. It'll get out of play. Haniger has just been ripping it up. 23 for 58 in the leadoff spot. 12 runs. He's got 3 homers, 10 runs batted in. Keep the at bat alive.
And then you consider the walks also help his on base percentage. .396 batting average for Mitch. A leadoff spot. Wow. Robbie hit it hard, foul. Erasmo Ramirez has got a nice lead here, 5-0. Erasmo's done his share too. Struck out 4, walked 1. Walk didn't hurt him. Giving up no runs on 3 hits. Strikeout number 7 for Zach Godley. Gets more info on this home run. Joyous thing to watch, isn't it? 105.5, 32 degrees, and projected distance just shy of 400. Segura 1 for 2, got an RBI single. 3rd inning. Marte, the second baseman, was playing up the middle. So we get a base hit into right field, but Marte has moved now. Defense is more straight up.
Coming in is Pollock, calling everybody off. Good communication there. Two away. Graham Gennard spin, RBI double. That right field line. Get the ball hard the first time. A run down by Pollock in left center field. 1 for 2 with an RBI.
On the double, it was a patient at bat. Had to foul off a number of pitches. Good number on his curveball. 113 strikeouts on the curveball. That is the most. So for the Mariners, they've been more aggressive on the fastball early in counts. That's a big reason why.
It's got to go to work here on 2. 2 out and run in on the Haniger homer. Meach indeed hit it well. Players Weekend, so all over the major leagues. Really show their individualized passions and nicknames. Explaining to head athletic trainer Rob Noadine what he went through to hit that home run.
And Rob saying, just keep doing that. You'll be fine.
You're on the right course, kid. Stay there.
Yeah.
Nice to see the offense picking up. 5 runs on 7 hits as we play here in the 5th. Here's Marte. Nice play. Highlight of the inning. 0-1 pitch. Mitch Haniger. Yeah, he goes yard. Got all of it. Looking good. His 21st home run, and the Mariners have a 5-0 lead. Here in Phoenix. Time now for a Geico This Date in MLB history. Taking back to '76 when Mariners was selected as the team's nickname after a contest which attracted more than 15,000 entries. The nickname was entered by Roger Zamotis of Bellevue. Long may that note live. Bottom 3rd of the order against Ramirez, Ahmed, Avila, and Godley. He's got a nice pop on his fastball tonight.
His fastball, depending on his 2-seamer, he's been more 87 to 88 miles an hour. His 4-seamer at the top of the zone has been at 90. That's been a good pitch for him also. Set up the changeup.
Back up the middle, base hit. 2 for 2 night for Nick Ahmed, the shortstop. 4th hit for the Diamondbacks. Our weekend matchup. What else would LeBlanc be called, right? Against Robbie Ray. And then Spike from Arizona State playing back in his stomping grounds. Another guy back home, so to speak, against Zach Greinke.
Some good pitching matchups.
Greinke, number 2 to Godley in wins on this ball club. 12-8, Godley at 13-6. Mike Leake, good to have him back. He was sick last week, had to miss a turn. That was a late scratch, about an hour and a half. Less than that, was about 3:15-ish. And we were getting ready for our usual media session with Scott Service. Doors were opening and closing. Pitchers were running in and out. Villa struck out on a 2-pitch looking.
For Ramirez, 50 pitches, 37 strikes, a lot of first pitch strikes.
Scott's loving what he sees here tonight offensively. Mariners 5 runs on 7 hits. One, Alex.
Arizona 4 hits, just 1 walk.
Matt Andres warming up. Gets a strike, 1 and 2. Tenth year in the big leagues for Villa. 8 with Detroit. With the Cubs for 35 games 1 year. White Sox for 57 games. Cubs last year. Fouled off. Nice work by Erasmo Ramirez. 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. He had a double play, very helpful to him in the 4th inning.
Yeah, just the 4 hits. The way that he and Mike have worked together today, throwing that breaking ball just enough.
Moved his feet, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Let's see with the changeup.
Mariners have done a good job holding down Avila over the years. Just a 220 hitter against Seattle pitching. Certainly not Marwin Gonzalez numbers. And I speak of Mr. Gonzalez with the utmost respect, but it's just ridiculous the way he wears out Mariner pitching. Good grief. Outstanding
It's
utility
been a number
player.
of years now, too. It's not just this year.
Absolutely not. It's like 350 coming into this last series. We'll see them again on the 17th of September. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Second time got him looking.
Well, he went to the cutter that time, started off the plate and run it back onto the outside corner.
Strikeout number 5 for Erasmo. It's a big one here. The pitcher coming up actually will be a pinch hitter. Distraction occurs anytime that you take your eyes off the road. If you're on the road, off the phone, let's reach our Target Zero goal together. 0 traffic deaths in your family, 0 traffic deaths in our state.
It'll be John Jay. Veteran on the pinch hit.
John Jay, pinch hit for the pitcher Godley. Mariners chased him. Jay, 6 years with the Cardinals. Been with Kansas City, the Cubs, and the Padres. First year with the D-backs. Foul back.
And another first pitch strike.
Swing and a miss.
Changeup right at the bottom of the strike zone. The same combination for him that's worked so well tonight. First pitch strikes. 18 batters, 15 first pitch strikes. That helps. Some run support and work ahead.
Solidly stroked. Long striding. Ahmed going to third. Is in there safely with no throw. Runners at the corners.
I think for Ramirez, it's a mistake that he makes. Ahead in the count, 0-2. And this pitch is going to be right in the middle of the plate.
So Ramirez right now Greatest request would be a ground ball for a double play. It would be the second double play of the night. Tough hitter here in A.J. Pollock.
The third time through the lineup for Ramirez.
Pollock is grounded out to short, grounded out to second. See if that trend continues. Oh, fly ball to pick up a run. Pollock with an RBI is 51st. Ahmed scores, no problem. D-backs on the board. Well, that's a good carry out there. 2 outs here in the 5th. With 2 outs now, runner at first. Brings up Escobar, 0 for 2. Fifth start for Ramirez this season. Longest he's gone 5 innings, 3 occasions, won 4 2/3. His first time out.
Missing with his best fastball of the night, 92 miles an hour. The A's taking it to the Twins, 7-1 in the ninth.
Jose Altuve, home run as the Astros in front of the Angels, 1-0 in the 3rd in Anaheim. Ramirez trying to put an end to the 5th. Three and 1. He's a quality pitch here. Infielders shift over to the right. And Dean just moved to that spot. Inning over. A run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. 5 complete. Mariners lead it 5-1. Brought to you by the Laborers Union. Text jobs to 41411 for construction jobs in your area. And by CHI Franciscan Health, the Mariners' official partner in health. Get your guide to living Northwest healthy at nwhealthy.org/Mariners. Some monsoons developing out there in the Great Desert here in Arizona. 5-1 Mariners. First of 3. Dave Valley joins us from our studios. Val, how about that big offensive output in the third inning? Mitch Haniger, big part of it, as he has been all night.
Hey, Val, can you talk a little bit about it? You mentioned the Mariners being aggressive, and it certainly worked out for them tonight, but just the pluses and minuses of that as an offense. What have you liked about Erasmo tonight?
Your thoughts on what Mr. Haniger has done in his homecoming here?
Hey, Val, one of the things that I had mentioned in the last inning when Erasmo was out there was Mike Zunino and the breaking ball from Erasmo. And it seems to me when you see the night that he's having, he is throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. His fastball command has been really good, and the changeup has been excellent tonight. But I still thought it was important for him to continue to use his breaking ball, even if it's from time to time. And that's really up to Mike to make sure that happens, isn't it?
All right, Val, it's Players Weekend. Guys are wearing their nicknames on the back of their jerseys. If you were playing right now, it would say... Ding, 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 ding. You win. I was hoping you'd go there.
Val, thanks for making me not say it, but yes.
All right, Val, thanks. We'll catch you on... No, it's good. It's appreciated. Mariners postgame coming up. Presented by Alaska Airlines. The Seager drives one left center field. Oh, what a catch. What a catch by Pollock. A long running backhand catch. Well done. Seager bidding for extra bases. All right, Kyle hit the ball well there.
#1 fielding team in the National League, and you have to be strong in the middle of the field. And Pollock, the center fielder, covers a lot of ground. It looked like this was going to be extra bases for Kyle Seager, but a fine running catch. Mentioned Ahmed, the shortstop earlier. Marte with range. You can see that gold patch on the back of his glove. Primero Supermo and the extension making that play.
He was robbed, I tell you. He was robbed.
And Andres, fastball changeup. Mix in a slider from time to time. His average fastball at 92 miles an hour.
They've been trying to break a bad spell here. He struck out his first 2 times. One out and a 1-1 pitch. In tight. Andres coming over July 25th. From Tampa Bay for Brian Schaefer, a minor leaguer, and Michael Perez. Fourth year in the bigs with Tampa Bay, went 19-22. So 2-2 to Cameron Maben, the center fielder tonight. Just joining us, third inning, a big one for the Mariners. 4 runs on 5 hits. Got a home run from Mitch Haniger in the 5th. He did go. Second time Cameron's been caught on a check swing. Not being able to check a swing. And that's a strikeout for Andrisa's first. The Mariners celebrate you, the best fans in baseball, on Friday, September 28th. It's the perfect night for Mariner fans. Filled with giveaways, prizes, surprises, and a fireworks spectacular presented by T-Mobile. Purchase seats today at Mariners.com. Texas Rangers will be in town, the final home games of the regular season. Zunino fly to right and strike out. Good crowd here. Chase Field, downtown Phoenix. Got fireworks and a rock concert afterwards. So it looks like they're going to be in the 35,000 to 40,000 range. Zunino looks at strike one, 1-1. Phoenix Suns play right next door. All 2 strikes. D-backs playing Zunino to pull. 1-2 pitch. Two outs and a 2-2 pitch to Zunino. High fly ball, right center field. Got big time carry. That baby's gone. Home run, Mike Zunino. And the Mariners extend the lead now to 6-1. The Z-Man with his 18th home run and 40th run batted in. That is some kind of power opposite field.
Tremendous power from Mike Zunino. Most hitters in this league at this launch angle. This ball is going to be caught on the warning track, but Mike is different. Gets the fastball up, out over the plate. Towering fly ball. Souza thought he had a chance to make the catch, but it is well back.
Nice catch.
That is a nice catch. Primera Supermo, the fastball again. Belt high, middle away. Full extension for Mike Zunino. Having a really good night. That home run in the way that he's handled Ramirez.
D slashes one foul. D gave the Mariners a big jump start in the 3rd. Zunino just jumps all over that pitch from Andres. D swinging at the first pitch, leading off the 3rd. Doubled off the right field wall, right center field wall. Mariners were off and running. 4 runs on 5 hits. Took advantage of a throwing error by the starter, Zach Adler. Second time up, D struck out. He's 0-2 here. There's Escobar throwing on the run. It's Speedy Gordon. Highlight of the inning, Mike Zunino's 18th home run. They gave that thing a ride. 6-1 Seattle. On top here as we take a look at our Columbia Bank difference of the game, and Erasmo Ramirez has been outstanding here tonight, Mike.
He's been able to hold down the Diamondbacks tonight through 5 innings, just the 1 earned run, but more importantly, the first couple of innings pitching well so that the Mariners offense could get on track. The Mariners giving some early run support. Here's a fine double play. Good defense behind him tonight. Typically, he's going to put the ball in play, and that has been the case, but an excellent changeup. Good two-seam fastball for him.
First trip to the 6th inning for Erasmo Ramirez this season. This is his 5th start. Breaking ball starts off Peralta.
One of the few curveballs we've heard or seen tonight.
Peralta legged out a base hit in the 4th. He hit it to D. Gordon out short right field. First time up, he grounded out to short. Peralta, Goldschmidt, and Souza 3, 4, and 5 here for the D-backs. On 2 strikes. Field move over to the right. D moves out a little deeper in right field. Segura to the right side, and Seager backs up. 1-2. Big confidence booster for Ramirez. Pitched really well here in this ballpark against the first place team in the National League West. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Dandy pitch. That's strikeout number 6 for Erasmo.
Another quality changeup to get the strikeout by Mike Zunino. Towering fly ball, 104 exit velocity, 390 feet out to right center field. Opposite field home run for Mike. His 18th home run on the year, and a pretty nice catch by a fan. One-handed grab.
Goldschmidt, a strikeout, bounced into a double play. Good pitch, strike 1. No hard stuff for this big guy.
And keeping the ball away from him.
And for good reason. Starting tonight, a .414 hitter in the month of August. Come a long way since that 144 batting average he put up in May. Even Sousa's on deck. Ramirez, in his 3rd appearance against the D-backs, 2nd as a Mariner. In 1 start with the Mariners, 1 relief appearance while with Tampa Bay. Played nicely by Segura. Throws a sinker. Robbie can't come up with it. Zunino backing up.
Goldschmidt, he hits it right on the button. Play to catch it. He rushes the throw a little bit. Like a sinker that he threw across the diamond. Robbie not able to handle it.
6 is the ruling. One out, runner aboard. Here's Souza. Hard hit, double to the left. Last time up, he's also struck out. Done a pretty good job pitching inside, moving guys' feet on occasion here tonight.
Not just enough, because he wants to get everybody out away. You have to keep him honest.
One. Chance to run into World Series hero 2001, one of many, Luis Gonzalez. That blooper off of Mariano Rivera as a special assistant to the president here at the Diamondbacks. Good fellow. Line drive, Maven coming on, makes a play. So 2 outs, a men aboard in the 6th. Ketel Marte. It's slim on the back of Mr. Maven. PK is, we're told it's pronounced for Marte. Former Mariner who's walked and fly to left. Pitch strike, another one by Erasmo Ramirez. Done a heck of a job in that category, 20 out of 24. One. Marte with the Mariners in the 15 and 16 season. Played 119 games. In the 2016 season, he had 259. Second year with Arizona, 260 last year, 249 this year. Doesn't run much.
No surprise to see just the 4 steals this year.
Yeah. 3 out of 4 last year. The Mariners, he went 11 out of 16 back in that 2016 season. I thought that was a forecast of maybe a guy being in the high 20s, low 30s. Ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base hit, maybe extra base hits. Goldschmidt, big man, can run. He's getting a third. Marte can fly. He's in easily at second. Marte with his 21st double. 2-out threat here in the 6th.
For Ramirez, 81 pitches so far. Nobody getting loose in the bullpen. Mike Zunino making a trip out to the mound. A couple of outs here in this inning. See Mike Zunino, the target on the inside corner. It's on the inside corner, but elevated right at the top of the strike zone. Mel Stottlemyre joining the party out on the mound.
Tough hitter in Ahmed. It's 2 for 2 tonight. Couple singles to center and a run scored. So the meeting / consultation is over. Now to get this 3rd out here in the 6th inning. Throw by Segura. Could have been the 2nd out. Got away from pitch. Inside. Nick Ahmed. 2 for 2 runs scored tonight. Gordon guarding up the middle. Chop foul.
You mentioned that, Dave. This is the first time he's pitched into the 6th inning and appeared to be tired, still throwing strikes. Same velocity on his fastball.
Top of the 5th, Astros 5-0 at Anaheim.
Zach Duke starting to get loose for the Mariners.
Slow roller D up the middle. Big play, gotta have it. Remy can't dig it, can't find it. Goes into the camera well. Couple of runs score.
Defense set up nicely. Another good play by D. See that sidearm throw? It's going to sink a little bit. Goes off the heel of the glove of Robbie. That's what's going to kick it in the air. Not sure if it went into the stands or just into the Mariner dugout. Not able to pick it.
E4, a couple of extra outs.
2 errors in the inning.
6-3 ball game. Here's Alex Avila, struck out twice and looking. Not a surprise. Didn't want to get caught looking as Robbie feeds to Erasmo Ramirez. Couple of runs on a hit, 2 errors, and a man left. Arizona's drawn closer at 6-3 Mariners. Here in Phoenix, Arizona. MLB.TV is now available at a lower price for $49.99. Watch every out-of-market regular season game live or on demand. And your subscription includes an MLB At-Bat Premium, allowing you to watch live baseball on your favorite supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions do apply. So visit MLB.TV to take advantage of this special offer. Players Weekend. All kinds of interesting names. I'm going to have to get all the backstories. This is Ben Gamble.
He will hit for Ramirez, so Ramirez done for the night.
And we're told that veterans gave him that name Boone, but we'll have to find out for tomorrow's broadcast. Hey, all in all, good work by Erasmo Ramirez.
Couple of errors in the last inning, but yeah, outside of that, he really pitched well. A lot of first pitch strikes, which was a key to the game. Quality strikes. His changeup was there for him. Really pitched well. Nick Vincent starting to get loose in the pen, so he will pitch the bottom of the 7th inning.
Good numbers pitch hitting, but for Ben. Slapped it the other way. The good numbers continue. Extra bases. Good turn at first. Easy double. Ben Gamble leading off the Mariners 7th. Coming out hot.
And for Ben Gamble, when you're pinch hitting, stays on a changeup that was down out of the strike zone. Not an easy pitch to handle. Most hitters probably roll over on that pitch and hit it on the ground or swing and miss. But a double for Ben, adding to his pinch hit numbers this year.
Good work. Hot hitter here in Mitch Haniger. Single to left, single to center, run scored, and a home run to left. On the mound, Matt Andrews still in there, replacing Zach Godley, the starter, who went 5. 5 runs, all earned, 7 hits, no walks, 7 Ks. Haniger 2 for 3 with a homer against Andres. Good rip at it. 0-2. Mariners a 4-run third, a run in the 5th, a run in the 6th.
Nick Benson going over the scouting report.
Hubba, hubba. Okay. Oh, 2 to Haniger. Gamble good speed out at second. And first time they've retired Haniger tonight. Scores of big interest on those doggone A's. They win again. 7-1 against Minnesota, and the Astros open up a can on the Angels down at Anaheim. Numbers updated to the minute. Here you go, Astros, Athletics, and the Mariners. Yankees, they won, knocking off Baltimore in extra innings. 7-5, beat them in 10.
Robinson Cano 1 for 3 tonight. Had a base hit, scored a run.
Trying to pick up this run here, 1 out. Robbie 0 for 1 against Andres. Gene Segura is on deck. Gene 1 for 3 tonight with an RBI. One. Here's Gene. Look out. 1 2 strikes to Cano.
Late on that last fastball from Andres. Andres just back and forth with the fastball and changeup. Ben with the leadoff double.
Taking too much time. Now everybody's ready. 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, Gamble does not advance. Two guys working by way of the hourglass here. Two balls, 2 strikes. Off the fist. Oh man. Marte cut in front of Ahmed.
Pretty good adjustment by Marte.
Right?
See Ahmed calling it in the last second. Marte able to jump out of the way and make the play. Ben Gamble will move up to third.
2 down, runner at third for Segura. And I'm going to put him on. Get home field advantage on Silver Bullet Saturdays. Download the Coors Light Rewards app and start earning points towards rewards like Mariners tickets and Coors Light gear while supplies last. Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Does that 4-pitch get lost, take first base? Has it grown on you, or would you rather have it the old style?
I think at this point I'm fine with it.
Some days I'm like, throw it. Other days like, yeah, go ahead. Come on, get out.
I would say that I'm probably right there with you on that. Yeah. Good call.
Here's Span. But we've both seen guys not be able to get it up there. You know, you're asking them not to, right? Not
many times.
Letting it go, and they got to lob it, you know, take enough of it, get it down to 60 or whatever. Two-out opportunity here for Span. For 1 against Andrews. Gotta go to work. 0-2. Span trying to make something work here. 0-2, 2 outs. Segura at first, Gamble at third. Span a 319 hitter, 2 outs. Runners in scoring position. Here's the 0-2 pitch. 0-1. Ben Gamble got this thing started pinch hitting for Ramirez, doubled down the left field line. Henniger struck out, Cano grounded out. Intentional pass to Segura to get the Span. Runner goes. And Segura in standing with a stolen base as Span takes ball 2.
Another patient at bat. Denard Span working the pitcher over.
Segura, 18th stolen base. Base hit could mean 2. 2-2 pitch. Coach Prieto, third base coach, fields that.
Battling each other. Last pitch was borderline down. Span getting a piece of it.
Span and injuries. Teammates earlier in the year over in Tampa. 2-2. Good battle here.
7 pitches so far in the at bat. Good fastball to hit in the middle of the plate. Just a little bit late on it.
Center fielder Pollock has moved over about 3-4 steps towards left center now. 2-2 pitch. And struck him out. That will do it. Andrews picks up his third strikeout. He strands 2. Mariners lead 6-3. Washington's lottery play today. Good look. Action in Buckskin Gulch, not too far from here. Does look like chocolate milk. 6-3 lead. Mariners on top. Game 1 of a 3-game set here in Arizona. Then we head to San Diego for 2 and Oakland for 4. Rasmo Ramirez, first time he got into the 6th. Mike, nice job.
Really pitched well. 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. Only one of them earned. A couple of errors in that 6th inning cost him a couple of runs, but they were unearned. 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, 85 pitches, 62 strikes.
7-4 Beacon Plumbing called to the pin, and it brings us Nick Vincent.
For Nick this year, this will be his 47th appearance. ERA just under 4. 43 innings, 39 strikeouts over 12 walks. Bonus hitting .228 against Nick. His fastball at 90 miles an hour, cutter at 87, and a slider.
Good to see Nick out there. You might remember he was the opener on Tuesday. Went 2 innings in his last batter. As we look here at John Ryan Murphy, came up with the Yankees. About back. Max Stassi hit a bullet off his left shin. Talking to Nick, I said that had to have been some serious velo coming off. He said, yeah, it was 105, and he's still got all kinds of purple and red. His choir boy, John Ryan Murphy, stands in. Nick was concerned about maybe having to get off the mound, but he was working hard this morning when I saw him. Saw him a couple times today, and did not want to go on a DL.
Really pitched well as the opener.
He did. Very nice. Murphy is dismissed. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th. We take a look at the IBEW Nika investing in our future. But Evan White at Modesto, the Nuts. Since July 31. Hit that baseball, son. Look at that. 377. He's scoring. He's got extra base hits and knocked in 16 runs.
Great month for him. A really good defensive player over at first base.
Top prospect in the Mariner organization. 1 down to the 7th. A.J. Pollock, sacrifice fly last time up. He's 0 for 2 with an RBI. Mariners have led all the way. A 4 spot in the third. Got him going. Just past the glove of Nick Vincent. D. Gordon right there. 2 down. Quick 2 outs here in the 7th. Oakland already in the clubhouse with the win.
Zach Duke still getting loose in the pen. He's been up a couple of times this evening. Left-hander Peralta on deck. Escobar, a switch hitter.
And he's 0 for 3 tonight. I saw him back the first week in August, first week in April in Minnesota. Astros top 6, still lead 5-0 at Anaheim. El de la Pica. Swing and a miss. Great inning. Fine job by Nick Vincent. 1, 2, 3 in the 7th, including 2 strikeouts. Seattle Mariners Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Try something different, like Jack's Teriyaki Bowls, only at Jack in the Box for a limited time. By Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. By CenturyLink, connecting you to the power of the digital world. And by BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. As you look at some of the monsoon, look at the lightning strikes going to come up the end of the cliff. Mariners bats have been lightning for a little bit here tonight. 6-3 lead. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew. Here's Kyle Seager to lead things off. Against left-hander T.J. McFarland, who takes over.
McFarland fastball, slider, changeup. His fastball at 90 miles an hour.
First pitch strike to Seager.
41 appearances, a 1.88 ERA, 37 strikeouts, over 19 walks. That's in 67 innings. Oh, it's hitting 248 against him.
We have seen McFarland before when he was with the Orioles, his second season with the Diamondbacks. Well stroked right field, but right to Susan. Kyle lines out, one out here in the 8th. Sunday, September 9th. Boeing salute to Kids Day when the Mariners take on the Yankees at 1:10. Part of the fun, all kids 14 and under. They're going to get a Mariners growth chart featuring team ace James Paxton. Get your tickets for the whole family at Mariners.com. Cameron Maben does not want to wear the golden sombrero. He has struck out 3 times.
Might be a little more aggressive in this at bat.
Oh, yeah.
They have tried to work the bottom of the strike zone on him all night long. Just missing with that first pitch.
Good count for him. McFarland signed as a free agent early December last year. Spent the 2013 through the 16 season with Baltimore, going 12-7. Chopper down to third. Escobar throws him out, 2 away. Here's Mike Zunino. If you're just joining us, he powered a home run right center field.
Impressive home run.
It was. They hit it a long way. Tremendous hang time. It was something else in the 6th. 2 out, nobody on.
His 18th home run of the year.
Time was called to second baseman. Called time. There's a ball out in the warning track in right center field. Tell Marte had his hands up, and home plate umpire Ed Hickok saw it and called time. So no pitch. Ball 1 to Mike. No count. 2-0.
A little bit hidden from the bullpens, but I would guess it's Column A that is getting loose in the pen.
Three 3-0 to Mike.
Couple of outs, let him swing away. Already has a home run, feels pretty good about his evening. D. Gordon waiting on deck.
They give him the entire right side of the infield. 3-0 pitch.
Taking all the way.
2-out base runner for the Mariners. Hey fans, our Ultimate Fan Contest, it's almost over. Root Sports going to be looking for the Ultimate Fan in the state of Washington throughout the month of August. So send us a photo and story on our website at rootsports.com/ultimate-fan. You can win a VIP trip for 2 to Seattle in September, personalized jersey and more. For official rules, visit rootsports.com. Mike with that towering home run he hit earlier. So the opposite field, he's got 10 home runs left field, 3 center field, and 5 to right. 0-1 here to D.
D with a double in the third inning. Thought about a triple. Was almost halfway to third and had to turn around and go back to second base. I think he made the right choice.
Oh, yeah. Still impacted when he stole third, and the pitcher panicked, threw it away, and he laughed his way to home plate. It's 2-1 here. Good count for him. On it back. Gordon 1 for 3 against McFarland. Going to keep this 8th inning going for the Mariners. Mahome 3, 4, and 5 in the order coming up for the D-backs. Peralta, Goldschmidt, and Souza. Marte will flip and get Zunino. Inning over for the Mariners. They lead 6-3 as we go bottom 8. No wonder Alex Colomé, he's been outstanding for the Mariners as their 8th inning guy.
Fastball at 95, 96 miles an hour. And he has a slider that'll be 90, 91. It's been a devastating pitch for him.
A recent hiccup against the Dodgers. That was Saturday, the game the Mariners win by the balk. But that was about the only hiccup. Maybe 1 or 2 others. That's about it.
Pitching here in the 8th, he's going to get the tough part of the lineup. Peralta, Goldschmidt, Souza. Fastball at 95 miles an hour.
Peralta this evening, ground out, infield hit, and strikeout. end this setup the Mariners have with Colomé in the 8th. Diaz in the 9th.
There's that slider, 91 down out of the strike zone. And Diaz similar in that respect. Both of them with a plus fastball. Gamble stays in the game. He's in left field. Pinch hit for the pitcher, so Span's night is done. Colomé with the good fastball in the mid to upper 90s, and then the slider down out of the strike zone. Gets a lot of swings and misses, chases it. 57 appearances, a 3.25 ERA. 56 strikeouts and 55 in the third. Opponents hitting just 237 against him.
There's a swing and a miss.
And there it is again, that slider down out of the zone. He can throw it for a strike when he wants to, but typically it's ahead and keep the ball down. A lot of chases. 91 on that last pitch. Fastball so far in this inning has been 95 miles an hour.
Here's Goldschmidt. Swing and a miss. Goldschmidt 0 for 2 against Alex. Before he gave up 2 runs against the Dodgers last Saturday, Colomé had a 20-inning stretch without giving up a run. Just 14 hits, 19 strikeouts, and 6 walks. Got a pitch for him tonight. Colomé in control here, 0-2. Got him on the same pitch, well done.
All of them located in the same area. Down and away, out of the zone. So he was able to get him to chase the first one. Goldschmidt chases everyone after that.
That's 10 strikeouts rung up by Mariner pitching tonight. 2 Colomé, 2 for Vincent, and 6 for Ramirez. 2 outs, nobody on, 8th inning. Here's Souza. 1 for 3. Up high. That is such a nasty pitch. And he is feeling good about it.
It's anywhere from 90. We've seen it at 93 miles an hour tonight. It's like a cutter that just keeps on, sails out of the strike zone. Going down.
Colomé and Souza, teammates at Tampa Bay last year. 1-2. Colomé trying to end it right here. 1-2, 2 out, nobody on. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Alex ready. Here comes a 2-2 pitch to Souza. For a full count. Phil Marte is on deck.
See where he wants to go with this next pitch. Hasn't shown him the good fastball in this at bat. Everything has been that slider.
Fastball in because he's got a good one.
Let's see where they go. I want to go back to the slider.
absolutely having it mastered, then lost the field the last couple. Make your voice heard. Nominate your favorite plays of the week by tweeting us using the hashtag RuthFanFave. Watch the Mariners pregame show every Sunday. Find out your fan favorite plays of the week, plus each month. One lucky fan's going to win a Coors Light Yeti cooler just for participating. For official rules, visit rootsports.com. 2 outs and men aboard. Kingdom shirt to our left. Rainier's cap. Old school Mariner cap. Good stuff.
There's the fastball at 95 miles an hour.
Tay career 0 for 2. Seager in at third. Pours in another strike. Diamondbacks are running a 5th, 2 in the 6th. Mariners will lead all the way. Great third inning, 4 runs on 5 hits, helped by an error. 8 men to the plate. Broke the game open in the 3rd. Big night for Mitch Haniger. Hits in his first 3 at bats, including a home run. He scored twice. Colome for the finishing touches here, 0-2. Get foul.
After a couple of fastballs on the outside corner, comes back with that slider again. 90 miles an hour right on the inside corner. He wanted it down though. Tried to get him to swing over the top of it. It was a strike, so he was able to get a piece of it.
Oh, 2 to Ketel Marte. 1-2. Stoudemire Jr. a lot to like it. What he's seen from Colome this season. Hey, really been something since the big 25 trade. He and Span coming over.
He will be thrilled with the job that Ramirez did tonight.
Yes, indeed. Two and 2. Souza the runner at first, not much of a lead. 2-2 pitch here to Marte. Center field, maybe room, catch, put a wrap on the 8th. 9th inning coming up. Mariners with a 6-3 lead. First of a three-game set here in Phoenix, Arizona, then on to San Diego and Oakland. Here's a look what's coming up, brought to you by CenturyLink, Wade LeBlanc. And you got Mike Lee going in the next two games against Robbie Ray and Zach Greinke. Astros now have a 6-0 lead at the Angels' bottom 7.
Second inning for T.J. McFarland. It's Ben Gamble. Ben came in as a pinch hitter. Ended up hitting a double. He's back in the 7th inning, a double into left field. Stayed in the game.
He did go. 0-2. It was great. Well, a lot of things great about that at bat, but you got to pitch away from him. Hit it hard down the left field line into an 0-1 pitch. Henniger and Cano to follow here in the 9th. For the D-backs in the home ninth, it'll be the bottom 3rd of the order.
Edwin Diaz, he will be ready to go.
They have Ben Gamble back. He got sent down to Tacoma, reduced. He's done a good job since return. Foul off again. For 10 since coming back in his 4th game. Ben Gamble, so keep that nice little line working for him. They did go. Attack by Bill. The 11th strikeout of Mariners batters. Mariners pitching struck out 10. The D-backs. Don't forget, stick around after the game for Mariners postgame, presented by Alaska Airlines. See the postgame comments of Scott Service. That's Manny Acton on the right, bench coach. Top of the order here is Mitch Haniger.
Another good night for Mitch. 3 for 4, including a home run. Has 21 home runs on the year. Really giving the Mariners a lift in that leadoff spot. Really, they swung the bat well.
Career best 21 home runs. Mitch Haniger. Bouncing ball to the shortstop, Nick Ahmed. Throws over. Two away. And that'll bring up Robbie Cano. Got a base hit second time up. He's 1 for 4.
First baseman, Robinson Cano.
Diamondbacks came into tonight's game having won 3 consecutive ball games, sitting atop the National League West. Mariners have one more win than these D-backs. Chopper, everybody covering first. McFarland just got there. Here we go. Bottom 9. 6-3 lead for the Mariners, ladies and gentlemen. It is now sugar time. 6-3 Mariners. And that guy on the mound in the ninth. Not a bad setup.
Edwin Diaz taking over. Fastball in the upper 90s and the hard slider. He has been dominating here this year. 62 appearances, 48 saves, 107 strikeouts, and only 62 innings pitched. That's a terrific number there. Opponents hitting only 154 against Diaz.
Nick Ahmed's going to lead it off. Diaz, 48 saves. Second place, Craig Kimball. Boston's got 37. Strike one. Bottom third of the order, Ahmed. In that corner. Bill is on deck and a pinch hitter, fourth pitcher. 0-2. That is a nice snag by Zunino.
Again, his fastball in the upper 90s, but the slider, like Colome, is going to be 90, 91 miles an hour.
Nick Ahmed tonight, couple of hits, reached on an error, 2 for 3, runs scored. 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. First time Diaz facing Nick Ahmed. Wow. Able to maintain. I think he got mainly gloved, so it was about to go through the 5-hole. 1 out.
Right away, he was letting people know that he was okay. Right back at him. I think you're right. It's his glove, maybe part of his thigh. He appears to be just fine.
Don't need any more pitchers getting drilled by comebackers. We've seen Paxton, we've seen Vincent. That'll bring up Avila. Goes 0 for 4 against Diaz. Daniel Descalso's on deck. He'll be the pinch hitter, fourth pitcher.
Felix was also hit in spring training, wasn't he? Missed some time in the spring, being hit by a line drive.
Right to Cano, taking himself. 2 outs. Now Daniel Descalso. 2 out. Nobody on. Down to the last out here. Moved his feet, been sitting all day, and all of a sudden he got heat coming at you at your feet.
99 at your legs.
Welcome to the contest, my man. Wow. Broken bat. Foul ball, 1-1. And he abuses your equipment, too.
Tough way to make a living, being a pinch hitter coming off the bench and sitting over there cold. And this is what he gets to do on a nightly basis. Face the other team's closers.
Throwing a million, right?
Exactly. In on his hands.
Scalzo, veteran in the big league since 2010. Broke in with the Cardinals. He's with them 10 through his 14th season since then. 2 years in Colorado and now a second year in Arizona. 1-1. Blazing heat at 98. Not a move.
Leads the American League in saves by quite a margin.
Mr. Diaz now for the put away. 1-2 pitch.
Wow, 100 right at the bottom of the strike zone.
What do you gotta do? He comes back with 101. And he gets the job done right there. Club record 49th save, surpassing the Fernando Rodney 48 in 2014. Makes a winner out of Erasmo Ramirez. Big night for Mitch Haniger, and the Mariners get off to a good start on a good foot.
Nice win for the Mariners tonight. Don't forget about Ramirez. 6 innings, just 1 earned run. Of course, the bullpen doing their job, and contributions from down the lineup, including Mike Zunino with his 18th home run on the year.
Impressive. Good way to start this 3-game series. Mariners win it by the count of 6-3. For Mike Blowers, I'm Dave Sims. Right now, Mariners postgame presented by Alaska Airlines. Tom and Dave, make it happen.
The fireworks will originate from the top of the parking garage behind the scoreboard.